you all doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Essie Velma and thank you so much for stepping into this video. Guys, mnaendelea aje, mko aje. As for me and my house, we are doing fantastic, all thanks to God. Guys, if you're watching this video for the first time, please feel free to subscribe, like, share, leave a nice comment, tell a friend. Yani, you guys tell a friend. Wacha kuwatch hii video na uja share. Please share. Yes, thank you. And to the returning subscribers, asanteni sana. To the new subscribers, asanteni sana. May our good Lord bless you all for me. Anyway, in today's video, I have a visitor. I have a visitor. She looked like a small sister. Ona tu venye niko mkubwa. Lord. Anyway, let her introduce herself and get going. I tell you what we're going to talk about in today's video. So, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hi guys, I'm Nicole or Mama Roman. I know you've met Roman
so many times.
Me know Mama Roman, and I'm so honored to be here today. And this is going to be an interesting video. Can promise you that.
Oh yes. Thank you, Nicole. So guys, we've decided Nicole is my neighbor and she's my friend. So there's so many things. We have so many things in common. And Jana, actually, we were to shoot yesterday, but we did not manage to. We was just lazing around in the house. Tukasema leo lazima to shoot. So we want to shoot how single motherhood is affecting us dating. Yes, how single motherhood is affecting us.
Yeah.
How you as unataka nini baba? I play?
No, I think it's wrong.
Guys, you'll have to understand us. Our babies are here. So ni wifi imepotea. Acha ikuje, sawa? Mshike hivyo. Acha wifi ikuje, hata yako nimeshika. Wifi ikuje. Sawa. So guys, that's what we want to talk about, because dating as a single mom, it's much different than dating when you're single without a child. Okay? Yeah. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Are you excited?
Very excited. This is a very interesting topic for me. Hey!
So I guess you can start by you. You're the visitor, so
Okay.
let me give you the honors. To start.
The one thing different about dating as a single mom is you come as a package, you and your kid.
Yes.
And not so many men out there understand that. I don't know why.
And can accommodate.
Yeah, not so many people can accommodate you. I remember when I gave birth, I didn't date for 2-3 years. Nimeweza kudate recently.
Yes. And also so.
So like I didn't date because every time you go up to a guy and you're like, oh my mom, they're like, no, I can't do this. I remember there's this one guy when you're like and I told him the story. Ule mwenye alikuwa ananiambia, if I have to date, I don't want to meet your son, I don't ever you to mention. And I'm like, how am I supposed to date you without giving you the full me? Because you know my son comes with me. Jokuna mwenye
nakudate peke yako.
You want me? Okay, Sikatai, meeting my son is a different story.
Yeah.
But I'll have to get to talk about it because it's part of my everyday life.
True.
And then the one challenge that I have is I'm still young and my son recently moved in with me. So since my son moved in with me, he moved in with me in March. Kutoka March, I've not gone out. I've not gone on dates. I've not done anything. Like every time I want to go, I'm like,
achana ni mtoto. Mtoto na mtoto dunda usiku.
Mtoto dunda. But then nimeenda kutoka from kusema kweli na kutoka March nimeenda dunda ile juicy. Why? Because every time I want to go out, I'm like, who am I leaving my son with?
True.
Because you know you can't trust everybody.
Oh yes.
And then you're like, is me going out really worth it? But then you forget that apart from being a mom, you have to live your life. You have to go out there, meet
there's
people.
Still Nicole.
And there's Mama Roman.
And there is Mama Roman.
Funny thing, my cousin tells me, every time she sees me, she's younger than me. Every time she sees me, anasemanga, me I see you as Nicole. I've never seen you as Mama Roman. Because I've never seen that part of you. Like, me kila time patana na wewe, Nicole. The one time she has seen me as a mom is when my son moved in with me, she came to visit. After that, she only sees me as Nicole. Because every time save Nicole because every time she calls me like, hey, son, Nicole.
Yeah.
And she's used to seeing that part of me. But then I'm like, there's this other part of me that I want people to know. True. And when I'm going out to date, I want people to know, you know what? Maybe there, talking stage, the first thing I'll tell you is this. Anybody who approached me, the first thing I tell you is this: I'm a single mom, and trust me, I won't lie to you about baby daddy drama. Sometimes kunayo, sometimes akuna, because sometimes you're like, I want to date, but
the drama
atakuja kuniletea drama akisema unaharibu mtoto wangu.
Unaonyesha mtoto wangu baba mwingine.
I know. It's so frustrating. Like you're not there, you've not been there for your son. So what
Baba yako ikirudi anataka kuizima.
What am I supposed to do, like seriously?
True, that like, I can relate.
Like for
yes.
This is one thing.
Sorry for that.
But anyway, it's part of motherhood.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But being a single mom, you never have your me time.
You can't have.
You can
even in the washroom. You're being called mama.
In the morning I was showering. Nikafunga mlango juu alikuwa huko. I'm telling you, in the middle of my shower, nikiwa sabuni nasikia mom, and he's crying, and you're like, should I leave the shower?
Niache alie.
Niache alie.
Ukweli. Me something I have learned and I've come to make peace with it. Not everybody will love your child. Someone might like you but not like your child.
Yeah, very true.
Because okay, sorry to say this, but some men, they really fear responsibility. Na pia huko nje wamejaza watoto. Lakini anaogopa mtoto wako. I don't know why. And then something else. If we meet, one thing, unaitwa nani? Mama Neila.
Thank you.
Mama Neila, yes. Mama Neila. But everyone, even my friends can testify to that. Hata kuna time ingine beshte yangu Deno nikamwambia, "Ai wewe na wewe mami, utashindanga huku ukitutangazia ni Mama Neila."
It's because it's something you want people to identify.
Oh yes. You'll always find me posting Neila. You'll always. So even if you come to my social medias or my new thing, mtu kama uko na akili zako, you'll see this a single mom, kona mtoto. And like someone, not saying people don't appreciate their kids, but kuna watu, they rarely talk about their kid, and it's so bad. That's why unapata some men, they feel so bad. Umedate mse for quite some time, mtoto aliacha ushago, they don't tell you about the baby, and then all of a sudden after umepata ball yake, sasa mtoto wake anatoka. So unaacha na watu wangapi? So it's I guess yes, sometimes it's a challenge, but again it's good to face your fears. Mimi kitu kingine tena nilishaipitia. There is someone who told me I like you so much, but I'm afraid that your baby daddy, you two, you're going to go back together kwa sababu if you ever give birth with someone lazima tu mtarudiana.
And I hate that notion. Ati kila mtu ana assume just because you're a single mom, there's some time
mtarudiana na baby daddy.
Let me talk in the truth.
Let me tell you.
I can swear I will never go back to that man over my dead body. And people tell me, Nicole never say never. But no, sometimes unakanga chini.
Kuna vitu umepitia wewe mwenyewe tu.
Kuna vitu nimepitia personally as a person. And even my friends can testify to that. There are people who see me and they are like, Nicole, if you go back to that man, you're mad. And they are true. If I go to that man, back to that man. Because, you know, there's no way you can tell me. I've met people who have treated me better than he treated him.
Yeah.
Than the way he treated you. Yeah. I've met people who have treated me better. So I know I deserve better than that toxic relationship. So mbona nirudi hapo if I can get better than that? Okay, sikatai. People have this notion of because you're a single mom, the father of your child is involved in your life. No. Maybe daddy has not been involved in my life for the last 3 years. Yes, tumekuwa na drama zetu, but for the last 3 years, amemeet mtu wake once. So I want you to sit down with me and explain to me how a man who has met his child once is going to interfere with me and you dating. Because it doesn't make sense. At kila time, mkenda there's this guy mwenye alikuwa ananikatia. So every time we'd go on a date, he would go like, so how is your baby daddy? Bro, how am I supposed to know? Hatuongei, nafaa kujuaje. It doesn't make sense because, you know, like, I want men to understand this. Sikatai, I'm a single mom. But for me, kuitikia kuwa single mom, not everybody just wakes up in the morning and said, you know what?
I want to be a single
mom.
It's
no.
True, by the way.
There are things that I've gone through that have made me decide, you know what? I can do this. I can do this with my kid and my family. We can do this. There are things that made me. Nah, nothing in the world can change. Okay, I agree. People say, "Oh, you forgive and forget." Me, I will forgive. But you forgetting, Me kusamehea, but forgetting no. And also, it's very annoying as a baby daddy because kuna baby daddies wengi huko nje. It's very annoying as a baby daddy. Like every time when I scare rumors, oh, the mother of a child is dating you, like you go back into their life. Do you know how frustrating it is? Umewak a relationship, like meet mse, date, connect, and then all of a sudden, anatokea. Ukisikia mimi starting mashetani because what? Out of nowhere, this guy is back in your life. Like, oh, I want to be responsible. Now he's the big man. And you wonder, like, where were you all this time? And let me tell you the funniest thing. My daddy once told me, Ati, just because he took me through hell back then, Ati, now because he's changed, he's going to take me through heaven. And I was like, people change, Sikatai.
We know you.
But the hell that I went through will never make me believe you will take me to heaven. Hakuna vya shetani atakwambia.
Ulidanganya na mwanaume mwingine.
Mimi nasemanga by that is what I usually tell myself. You know what? I would rather another man lie to me than him. Mwenye najua. You know, when you're nasemanga, it's better the angel you know than the devil you don't know. No, the devil.
Better devil you know than the angel you don't know.
Wacha shetani mwenye sijui interdeal na yeye cause what? It's so
hata jana hiyo mambo ya baby daddy I saw on TikTok a lady saying your baby daddy cannot support you if he's not sleeping with you, which sometimes it's true.
Very true.
Anasahau huyu mtu. You can hear someone saying ati I want us to split bills kwanza when it comes to school fees. Nikizaa nilipush kichwa ukapush miguu. Sindia?
No, it's not even that. Okay, Sikatai, you want us to split bills, but let me ask you a question. Do you pay for my house rent?
No.
Do unabaiki chakula kwa nyumba? No. So when I ask you kindly,
pay school fees.
Ni wako. Is pam ni yako. So just do this. Pay school fees. You don't want to do
be
that.
Kind enough.
You just like
pay
school. You know, somebody once told me, if you move in with a man and you have a kid, your baby will start saying, "Oh, mwanaume alipa school fees." So si wake. Okay, Sikatai. Maybe in a sense, ni mtoto wake. But biologically, this is your kid. True. You're supposed to be like, "Oh, ni mtoto wangu, I will make the sacrifices." Generally, kwa story, I'm trying very hard by the. This is one thing that my family, like my grandmother and some people support me in this, but some don't. But I don't want my son growing up knowing that babangu ni mbaya, because you know people saying, oh, because you're a single mom you will turn your child against your dad. No, I want my son to grow up. I wonder why, because you know the moment I tell my kid your dad is bad doing any, every man who comes into my life atakuwa anajua tukosana na yeye
ataniambia to the same thing.
I'm strong ataniambia the same thing, you know. So I want my child to grow up knowing go to babangu and this is the truth that I want to have from my father. And I've tried co-parenting, but I'm telling you this,
it's hard
with a man who doesn't want to co-parent.
Hata say a man who has not
accept unafaa ku move on.
Accept that your life is going on. Accept the fact that you're still beautiful. Accept the fact mi kwanza I remember nishaambiwa hadi nina date mkale kwetu job.
Okay, no.
Umekwa na mkale.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because the problem with my baby daddy is to assume things. And I really have come to learn that there are some things I don't entertain as AC. I used to entertain before because I sikuwa najua, but now I know better. So kuna vitu I don't entertain. Kwanza you accusing me of something that I have
and
not
then the worst
done.
thing is you don't want to explain. So
How?
you just let me. So me sometimes my baby daddy can call me and tell me something, and I'm like, you know what?
It's okay.
I'm not going to explain myself. I'm just going to say that is it. Okay,
Sawa.
Kama hivyo ndio ulisikia?
Sawa.
Because what is the point of me wasting my time explaining to you?
And yet you won't even
help. You're not even. Sometimes I tell myself, I have a friend of mine. I was telling you about that friend of mine.
Yeah.
So I'm friend Nake, but I know he's co-parenting with his baby mama, and I'm telling you, sometimes naangalia your relationship and I'm like, God,
you admire.
I admire that, because this man analipanga school fees bila shida, analipa hadi rent because anasema
nyumba halali.
And you know the best thing is what? He knows the baby, anajua vizuri sababu mama yake anadate. He doesn't even have a problem
because
he's like mtoini wangu, and as long as me as a man I'm allowed to see my kid, I will pay the school fees. And sometimes I'm like, God, mbona mimi sikupata hii bill wakati nilipata mimba? I'm not blaming God. I'm just asking a question. Why didn't I?
Your bill ilikuwa imeisha.
Juma, unaambia mtu alipe school fees, he starts giving you reasons why he cannot pay school fees, and you're like,
it's so weird.
And you know the hardest thing is I'm in school. So sometimes, like, I remember your time nilikuwa nataka kwenda out. I called him and I'm like, can you take your son for today? And he's like, okay, ni sawa, as long as you're coming with him. And I'm like, niko na swali, nakuja kwako kufanya nini? Okay, unataka nikuje nilale. Nakuja kwako kulala mbona? Like, he's your son. I can even show. I keep evidence. Nilitumia text ya my son is old enough, doesn't need diapers. I will pack your clothes. Kama unataka nimlete hadi kwa generation nitamleta, and then I'll come back and go to where he refused. And then nikienda out bado asikie ati nileta mtoi kwa nyumba, he will be like, why did you go out? And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just because I'm a mom, I'm allowed to go out and have my fun, you know?
Yes, there is me. I always say moms are girls too. If you see me out there having my good time, please, you don't know what I go through. Let me be. Me, I'll never feel ashamed of being AC. Sometimes I forget being Mama Naila. Because you have to. For you to survive this single motherhood, for you to be in a position to help these, you know, sai mimi ndio, sisi ndio vichwa. We are the role model of our kids. There are things you can't do in front of her, and things you control yourself. So many times like me, so many times Naila finds me usiku kati melala nikilia, anaamka nikozeza
where you have to laugh. Me, let me tell you, there's this one time Roman was outside playing, and I remember I was going through something, and I don't want to see my. So when he went out to play, me nikaanza kulia. I remember ilikuwa masaa ya jioni, time umetoka shule. So akakuja huko akakula, and then but then me, when I'm going through something, I rarely cook. Like utaka nile tu time yenyewe akaniambia nasikia njaa, tena tubai chipo ulale, I won't cook. So that time alikuja akakula, and then he came to the house. I was still crying, but mimi sikumuona akiingia cause like sifungangi mlango and my lights were off. Imagine he came, akani hug, and then he slept on my lap and was like, Mom, I'm sorry. And you know, it's like, this is not what I want my son to say. I don't want my son to see this part of me that is hurt and broken. I want my son to see the jovial mom, like the mom who's always there.
But sometimes mom, you can't be strong.
But sometimes we can't be strong all the time.
Alafu sasa upate mwanaume anakuput down and anakupe more reasons for you to cry. Like mimi kuna time ilikuwa imefika hadi nikashindwa, kwani kupata huyu mtoto inanifanya
how does it affect who you are?
Ana sio hivyo, even you yourself you are like, guy, kwani it's this serious? Then I can't get someone because I have a child, you see. But again, you unafunga macho unasema the right person will always come. And the only way you can win a single mom, it's through the baby. Just connect with that baby, it will ease the relationship. But the moment you make it harder for that child, it will still make it harder for the mom. So the relationship would last. It might be there just for last, but again, we are grown up. You don't need lust. If you want lust, you can get lust
Anywhere.
anytime, anywhere. With
You know,
anyone you want.
Recently, I was talking to somebody and I was telling them, like, saizi FYP yangu ya TikTok, imejaa wedding dresses na vitenge za show. So I was like, it's like TikTok is manifesting for me to get married. And I'm like, okay, Sikatai, people have come to my game and they're like, Nicola is you as a wife. And I'm like, I don't think I'm there yet because
you have to work on yourself.
I want to work on myself. I don't get to a married to a man and then akuwa nasema atunajua kama si mimi hiyo ndio sana didn't be here. No, knowing that my like people support me, my friends, kwanza my family have been there for me. So I don't want that. And so I remember recently I was talking to somebody telling them how when I was young I didn't want to get married. Me, I've been always been this kind of person where I want like
to have
two kids, and I'll move on with my life. But then somebody told me, if you don't get married, your daughter will see that as normal. So utakomeanza a certain trend in your family.
Aka change.
So I was like, okay. And then I remember I was talking to a friend of mine and I asked the friend of mine, how do you know the right man for you to marry? And he was like, that man that will connect with your child better than they connect with you. Like ule mwana unaona nikimwangalia na mtoi wangu like wana connect.
It's not a forced connection.
Yeah. But you know how many men do I have to introduce to my son to get?
For you to get that
Okay, so I will kiss 1,000 frogs before I meet my kids. But some zingine unashindangwa. Like me, the one thing about me is my son has met most of my male friends. Reason being, I want to see how my son connects with other males. You know, I don't want my son to be thinking my mom only has the funniest thing. Roman has only met my school friends, like not my real friends in life. My female friends are maybe to shule. And when it comes to male friends, I'm introduced to male because I want to see how he connects with other males. I want him to know that even though my mom is a single mom, I will always have other people to be father figures in my life. You know. And sometimes when I Roman Wolotoa, anapenda kila mtu. So sometimes naangalia connection mtu and I'm like, my son connects with everyone. How am I supposed to know, oh, this is the right man for me?
It's hard.
It's very hard. And the moment I told me I don't date my friends.
True.
Reason being, I dated a friend of mine once. And the worst thing is, once you date your friend, mkikosana, you lose the friendship, you lose your relationship. So unabaki hapo, you've lost two things. So me would rather date a stranger mwenye najua, tukikosana we have nothing to fall back on. I will have me kwanza nikiheartbreak me ulia the whole. I remember there's a day I didn't go to class because I was heartbroken. I cried the whole day. I remember on a Friday nililia. Cried. Mtu angekuja kwangu hiyo siku. I remember I cried. I changed my sheets. Actually, I didn't to a pillow because I cried. My pillows were soaking. I had to take them out, but I can't. And then I remember when Roman came from school because I'm the one who had to go and pick them. I had to be like strong. I had to put a smile on my face. And then sometimes you're like, and you want me to go back into dating when I know when you wako. No offense to men, lakini
mina bado nyota yangu inang'aa. I know.
Good for you, cause mine.
I believe so. Currently, I'm learning to be positive, and you can't get 100% person. So you try to work with the few things that you see. Cause there are so many things I saw in my ex. I wouldn't want them in my any other boyfriend. You get? I'm a fiancé, I'm a husband to be.
Amen.
So sahi lazima, I'm so cautious.
Yeah,
kitu kidogo. Mimi I started seeing red flag way back, even before I got pregnant. But I was like, oh, it's just love.
Love is blind.
I do not even love.
I will change.
I'm the problem. I used to feel like I'm the problem. Oh, I'm too loud. Maybe that's why. That's why he's behaving like this. My friend. Kiliniraba. Kikanirabaika. Kikanifanya hivi. Kikanipaint. So, say I take you know that small things. Alafu mimi okay, my previous relationship, we didn't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
So yes, me until I'm pushed, I'll communicate. So if you don't push me, my friend, tuko sawa. Unakumbuka ile mimi mlikuwa umeweka jana, I'll say I'm okay until I hate you. That was my case.
No, me up to date I'm still like that. Like Mimi.
Sawa. And uchukue leso uko bedroom.
So me, I'm the kind of person who utanikosea, I will keep quiet. But that day I decide to burst. I will send you 6 paragraphs, block your ass and delete your number. You know why? Cause nimekuvumilia. I know the worst thing about men is you tell them the problem. Niliona ngai video TikTok. A lady was saying the one thing about men is you tell them wamefanya nini, they apologize and then they do the same thing again. Like at a change for 1 week, this 1 week will be good, and then the next thing is bad. But then you might forget somebody like me, I'm a mom, you know. So if you hurt me, it has to affect my son in some way. Hi baby. It has to affect my son in some way, and it's really frustrating when I have to be strong in front of my son. Like I have tears in my eyes, but at the end of the day I have to cook. At the end of the day I have to shower him. At the end of the day I have to know my son has to sleep, has to wake up, has to go to school the following day. And I also have classes. It's really frustrating.
It's crazy.
Very crazy, by the way.
So you have to get someone who supports you.
Yeah, and it is hard.
And it's so rare. So hard.
Yeah,
so hard to get
hard.
someone who can even
Milk is
accommodate
me, the
you
one.
as Nicole, not even as Mama.
Mama Roman. First
you
you
as
was me,
Nicole.
accommodate me as a person.
Nini
Yes.
baba? Nivo. Kila mtu ajifunike.
You first have to accommodate me as a person before you start accommodating me as a mom, you know.
Sure.
And that is why me, recently in the post, I have very supportive friends, my male friends.
Kidogo Nela. Nikutengeneze. Nivo.
The reason I have very supportive male friends is because me, I know when I'm going through anything, the one person I'm going to call my male friends. Because in a way, I feel like they understand me.
Kuekelea Nicole.
Acha kuekelea
Roman
miguu.
miguu. Nela, mstarehe. Kile iko chini.
Like, I feel like my male friends will understand me better. Like, yes, they're not parents, but unajua watu wa age group yangu.
Nini shida yenu? Roman amefanya nini?
Si mtu mmoja
Kila mtu
yake
akona
miguu
side
na
yake.
mwingine yake miguu side nyingine. Wazazi. You know, I feel like my people in my age group, ladies who are not parents, will not understand me. Because hakuna venye unaweza niambia Nicole stand una school fulani, and then I tell you I can't, and you're like why? And I'm like because I live with my son and it's a school night, so I can't go out. And people find that as something negative. Because there's no way you're going to tell a guy I can go with you out with you during the daytime, but at night I need to be home. And they're like, how is our relationship supposed to work? That way. You're supposed to understand niko na mtu kwa nyumba.
Mimi mzazi.
Na pia sina msichana wa kazi. And I'm not comfortable hiring one. So if I have to go out, I have to make sure Mama Leila ako home ili angalia watu hii. If Mama Leila has to go out, she has to make sure Nicole ako home ili because the only other person except from her mwenye naweza mtu hii are my friends who are my age group. So most of the weekends wako wapi? Wako Dunda. Sometimes I call my cousin anaishi around, but I can't take my kids to her. Why? Because she works, anakwanga job. So sometimes ametoka job, amechoka, and she's anaenda job the following day. And I don't need somebody who is nimeamka na hangover because I don't sitaka kuja home na hangover. I don't want my son to see me hangover. So hakuna vile expect ndakuja kwa hauna hangover. So my son can see me hangover ili aseme, but that is normal because my mom does it. No, me ndakanga. You remember that day the way I came late? It's because I didn't want to come hapa na
sawa kabisa.
But then I slept, nililala, hangover yangu ikaisha, and then I came home. I came home. That is why I'm so comfortable leaving my son with somebody mwenye najua. Hata nipigia simu aniulize, Nicole uko wapi? And hizo niko na hangover, my head is banging.
Nila punguza hiyo volume.
I can't.
True.
You see? So dating
lazima zote punguza hiyo volume.
Roman punguza
volume. So I think let me just say it takes a very I don't know the word to use, understanding, caring. Yani it takes a man, I don't know.
Because it's not even mature.
Not mature.
Dating a single man.
It takes grace.
Yeah.
it takes a man who has grace to date you. Kwa sababu sometimes unaamuka utaki hujifeel kumuongelesha. So if you don't get someone who has that grace and someone who understands that you're a mom and sometimes you want your own mom time, your own time, not even with yourself, with your child. You see, so if you don't get someone who understands that, it's so difficult. But we thank God. We pray that things are gonna change, and Shikanela, things are gonna change, and we hope for the best. Because we didn't sleep and wake up and say, you know what, I wanna be a single mom. Even the single dad. I know it's so hard.
But me, I usually tell myself, if I'm to find a single dad, I would date them. Because I think they will understand what I'm going through, and we'll be like more in sync with them.
Me, what I say currently, I can't date someone who doesn't have a baby. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you don't understand.
I'm sorry. Because I'll tell you, I don't have. Let me just say, client wangu mwingine hapo. We are so close to an extent, not that close, but we talk. I remember it's a couple. So I remember them telling me, they came to the office and them telling me, you know what, Esther? If you date someone mwenye hajui gasi inaishanga in the middle of night, you'll have a hard time. If you date someone direct from their mother's house, my friend, you will utakaimba.
Because unajua the worst thing about single moms is what. So for example, so when unalipa school fees, me, my family supports when it comes to paying school fees. So in after time, it's maybe end of the term, you don't have money for school fees. Na kiburi zetu hazitutoshi kuomba pesa. So me, I need you as a man to understand, you're dating a single mom.
She needs money.
My son is in. It's not an expensive school. I won't say it's expensive.
It's not
a group of schools. So JK brackets, a group of schools. So I approximate how much I'm paying. I don't expect you to give me the whole balloon and be Nicole, this is
so support kidogo chip in.
Sometime hadi katikati ya mwezi nipige simu niambie hi, I want to pay school fees. Hata sasa unitumie pesa by the way. Me, I'm not the kind of person who I want you to send me money. No, just call me and tell me, Nicole, I know we are dating and it's middle of the month. So can you send me your kids pay bill? I will nitakutumia ulipe your school fee. Hata ulipe yote. You know, as long as you chip in
and seeing an effort.
You know, the worst thing. Yeah, the worst thing about being a single mom is most people you date wanakuangalia like they just want to have sex with you.
Amejiweza.
Move on, you know. Because anaona even if I stay with this lady, maybe she doesn't want to be. And then
people
want to assume we are single mothers because
before we continue, let me give a shout out to Thrift by Mawaka. Guys, can you see? I'm having wine glasses.
And they are so tiny.
They are so tiny.
Very convenient.
Oh yes, oh yes. So thank you so much, Kageni of Thrift _ Mawaka. I'll put their Instagram page here. Guys, go support her. And she sells ex-UK stuff. Ex-UK. Yani material, kila kitu legit. And hapo support her. Mwambie Esi amekutuma. Yes. Mwambie Esi amekutuma. Yes. And you'll get a discount. Ciao. Thank you. Anyway, tuendelee. So sawa Nila.
I was saying, like you're dating a man and this man knows your kid is in school, you pay bills in the house. Like I said, I don't expect you unitumiange like the full amount of my school fees or anything. But sometimes, come on and date, or if you're dating a single mom out there, just sit and think. These ladies, we go through a lot by the so sometimes, just Nicole and me, I want to support you with something. Don't even send the money to my M-Pesa, by the way. I give you the pay bill, leave it. Come on shopping, call me and say, I want to go for shopping. Do you need something in the house? I tell you what I need. I don't expect me to talk about how to kuje kwenye uko. If you're doing the shopping and you know I'm in the house with my son, just send him to a boda and niletee kwenye naishi.
Si utume pesa, nikafanya shopping. Kwa nini utume mtu wa boda?
No, me I would rather unifanyie shopping because nachukia kwenda super by the way. Sikubaya. But every time I go supermarket with Roman,
atabeba kila kitu.
Whatever to super na wao wawili. Sijui kama uliambiwa. So tukapitia unaona venye quick match kama imepangwa toy section alafu soda. So I was passing through that section. Nilikuwa nataka kununua.
Nini?
I think I wanted something on the drink side. So we passed through the toy section. Let me tell you, these kids wali pick toy 1,000 kila mtu. And sometimes you wonder like 1,000? Sasa budget yako ni 1,000. Unafanya shopping ya nyumba so unashindwa
kuachapa ni kulia.
And then the worst thing, when they start crying, everybody in the supermarket
will know there is emergency.
And then the eyes that unapeangwa. And then the one thing about single moms is you get a lot of judgment even when you're dating. Oh, recently somebody told me, I won't say who, but mtu alikuja hapa kwangu kwa mlango. Akaniuliza if I'm dating, nikacheka. And then akaniambia ati there's no you're not dating na benonanga wanaume wengi wakitoka kwako. So I went like
ati wanaume wengi wakitoka kwako. Aliona ati aliwaleta.
Wacha ushaona wanaume wangu. Me, yeah, I went like wanaume wagani cause me I know I can I didn't nilimcount watu wamekuja kwangu. The guy who brought me my TV is a good friend of mine. The guy who brought me my everything.
Actually, you don't need to explain.
I need to explain, but in my head I was counting watu wenye najua wamekuja kwangu. Au ninaambia wanangu wanaomba kutoka kwako and I'm like, the only people who have come to my house are my friends.
Yes. And susu.
Cause you don't expect me to introduce siku ubaya, but there's no way I'm going to introduce you to my son until I am sure that what I have with you.
Hata nikiwa sure bado.
Unajua? Cause I don't want my son, ndasema venye ntangaje. There's this actor mwenye alisema, the reason she doesn't have a relationship with privilege because she doesn't want when she finds the right one amwambiange, you kiss that one, you kiss this one, and I have evidence, you know. So I don't want my son growing up and then when I get married, in God's name I pray. Stronger semange. But then mom, you remember that day you introduced me to, you know, I hate that. So me every time I introduce msongo anajonga mabeti zangu na majina zao. That is just my friend, there's nothing else, you know. Cause I don't miss like kuelewa alafu and then you know kids have very funny memories, huh? That's one time when you're having a good time with your husband and then your kids goes like, "Mom, but what happened to Dad Fulani?" So, tell me how you're going to explain to your man that your son knows the people you dated.
Let me tell you something else. Umesema hiyo mambo ya people judge you. I remember acha tu niseme sitasema specific no wapi but I remember Nila was playing with his baby of a certain family. I guess and that mzee wanted me. Acha niseme hivyo alikuwa anataka. So every time we'll meet maybe kwa gate ama tu kwa apartment tu. He used to tell me, "Hey, hi, Noanela." Nambia, "Hi, tuko poa. Hey, you have a cute daughter." Nambia, "Asante." Hey, akina ananiitanga daddy.
I know where that is.
I was like, "So,
do you have no shame?"
Hey, so haya anakuitanga daddy. So I remember nikimwambia of course anakuita hivyo kwa sababu mtoto wake ni age mate na definitely akikuita daddy that it was quite something I guess a near back. So Nila kalikuwa bado kadogo hakakuwa kanajua who is daddy and who is kazi tulikuwa tunaitwa mom sisi wote kwanza mother sister yangu mimi auntie yake sisi wote kama tunaitwa mom naitwa mom it's the same thing with neighbor. So nimekumpeleka story hadi nikacheka. I was like, dudes, bruh.
And then I think men like older.
Mnaonanga single mother
tunakaa desperate sana.
Sitaki kukusikia hivyo.
I think najua ni nani.
Unajua ni nani si unajua ni nani?
What are this younger? Because if we give people we know who it is. Guys, you know, honestly speaking, yes, I'm a single mom. But just because I'm a single mom, it doesn't mean nitaenda nikiokota
any Dick, Tom and Harry.
Every Dick, Tom and Harry zinakata kataka kwa barabara because I'm desperate. I will look at my face and let me tell you the worst thing about me. You know, if a point I'm dating somebody and maybe we want to get serious, I have to get to my family. Do you know? Hey, me go to my grandmother says this. Kama hauleti mtu akona sura nzuri, ati juu ya pesa, don't bring them. Because what's the need of usiamke baba? What's the need of bringing them? Like me, I've always like been so cautious of the people like this. Kwanza also, because I usually feel like it's like the men are working without a mask, but whoever I'm dating is like a reflection of me. So whoever I'm dating is a reflection of us. Ujaisikia hiyo? No, me, I have people who say, ule hata nikimdate, tukitumia mahali na yeye anavaa mask.
Live. But
Ama, ukuwe na gari tinted. And when you're going for dates, because if you have a tinted car, that means you have mula. We're taking private rooms. Because I don't want anyone
to see me with you.
So, me, I'm not that, but then, I usually say this, my son is not looking for a father. I'm not looking. My son is not looking for a father, by the way. So, just because you see me as a single mom and you see me out there, I do struggle. Sometimes I'm struggling in a vitu zangu. But doesn't mean just because I'm struggling, I want every person in everywhere I meet to be all up in my business saying, Ati, oh Nicole, you know how much money I will help you. You might have the money, but this is a reflection of me. And as long as and I usually thank God for my beauty, but as long as I'm this beautiful, so as long as I'm this beautiful, as long as I'm this beautiful, I don't even expect me to date somebody who is not true. I will imagine
ukidate.
Kuna sunadi zitashtua watoto.
Hatutafika hivyo. God will give us good people. And yes. So guys, I guess that is it. This video is the longest video I've ever shooted.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I've had some laughs.
Yeah, it was fun. The good thing is, at the end of the day, you have your own standards as a single mom.
Yeah.
There are an extent you can't go in the name of dating. There are things you cannot entertain in the name of dating. So, let's just say it's good to test the water. At the same time, you can't just date for the sake of dating.
Yeah. Just because you're
so yeah, that is it guys for today's video. Please tell us if you have enjoyed in the comment section. Oh, Naila have said hi. Say hi. Mama, say hi. Say hi.
How is mine?
So say hi.
Say hi.
Tumezima sauti ya volume. Yeah, that is it guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, leave a nice comment, and I'll see you on another video. Say ciao.
Ciao.
Bye. Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Anytime.
We are going to be doing more of this.
Yeah, it's really fun. Imagine niko na chakula na nigojea na niko hapa na shoot.
The lab.
It's
Ameacha chapo akuje to shoot.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mama.
Okay.